Hi, may I take your order, please?
Hi, can I get a medium steep tea double, please?
Medium steep tea double. Anything else?
And a small vanilla iced coffee. Thanks. All right, it's time to get the day started. Hello, my friends. Today is a new day and an exciting day it is indeed. We are heading over to my boy Marco's new barbershop right now, Hall of Fade Studio. So I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of what goes on inside there. All right, so this is Marco. This is his shop right here. That's okay. That's immediately no. Anyways, real quick shameless plug right now. Marco's shop is recently open. It's been open for what, 3 months?
It's 3 months.
Yeah.
It's opened not too long ago.
Yeah, so Hall of Fade's open like not too long ago. He recently had to fight with Google. Basically, Google took 2 weeks to help Marco change the number, simply change the number on his Google website. And so he wasn't able to like have a proper number on there, but they also took down his website for some reason, and that prevented him from getting his bookings. But if you check out Marco's Instagram and the rest of his team's Instagrams, they're really, really talented when it comes to cutting hair. So make sure to book as soon as possible. I'll link his website in the description. And yeah, make sure to check him out because holidays coming up, you want to make sure you look fresh. I'm here with my boy, Ameya.
Yo, what's good?
You excited, bro? We're gonna do a little bit of a Q&A because he is here. He's actually on student placement, but he's somebody that I've been talking to for a while about video, and it's just, we're always trying to share knowledge and we're always trying to like help each other learn. So Ameya has a few questions and we're gonna have him ask, and I'm gonna try to like address them as best as possible. So, you ready to go, bro?
Let's do it. Okay.
Get comfortable here. Okay.
So this is just like, what's your daily routine like?
I have a bad habit of sleeping late, so I'll sleep at like 4 or 5 a.m. at night.
Yeah.
And then I'll wake up at like 12 p.m. 1 p.m. I'll like hit the gym.
Yeah.
And then after I hit the gym, I'll go home, I'll eat lunch, and by then it's like 4 p.m. And that's like my first meal of the day. I don't know about you, bro, but as a creative, like I'm much more active at night. Like my mind is like always going at night.
Yeah. I think that's normal when it comes to creatives.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's more common, maybe not normal, but like.
Yeah. So like, are you like that too?
Honestly, I think I'm like the exception, bro. Cause like growing up and shit, my parents were mad like strict about
Yeah.
going to sleep
Oh,
when I was a
okay.
kid and stuff.
Yeah.
And when they stopped caring, it kind of stuck already. So I'm just
Right.
like, but all my friends, they're basically the same way. They'll go to sleep like late and
Yeah.
they'll wake up like whenever.
After lunch, I'll literally just be working. I'll edit from like 5 to like 4 or 5 a.m. Yeah, it'll just be a lot of editing. If I don't have a lot of editing, then it'll be like planning another project.
So like 12 hours straight up? Like 5 p.m. to 5 a.m.?
Kind of. So on occasion, I'll do like, obviously there's like dinner in between. I'll get up to use the bathroom, I'll grab snacks. But then there's also the moments where like I just kind of need to decompress by the end of the night. So like sometimes I'll go from like 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. I'll just watch like the show. But usually between that time is when I work. How about you, bro? What's your day in the life,
Bro, it's the same thing. I think I'd wake up around maybe like, if I didn't have school, like maybe a 7 or something like that.
Holy crap, yeah.
And just like, I try to work out first thing, just
Nice.
because I can't like work out later on in the day. And then after that, maybe like take a shower and just start like working on videos or
Yeah.
anything that I have to work on.
Yeah.
Maybe go for a walk after and stuff. And like,
That's really
nothing else is like concrete.
Right.
It's just wake up in the morning, work out, and then start working on videos.
Yeah.
I don't work that long. I need to start like improving work ethic and stuff. But like maybe around like 5-ish, 4-ish, maybe earlier.
Yeah.
I'll stop and just screw around for the rest of the day.
Bro, work-life balance is so important though, cause like that's like my biggest problem is having work-life balance. Cause as soon as I feel like I need to get work done, I just go off and I'm like, I gotta work. My friends will be like, yo, you wanna hang out? Like Marco will be like, yo, you wanna hang out? And I'll be like, nah, bro, I got work to do. And literally he hasn't seen me for 2 months.
Damn, for real.
Yeah, so it's like it's pretty bad.
I was gonna ask you like how many hours a week do you work? But, like, if it's
crap.
like 12 hours a day, goddamn.
Yeah, it really depends, bro. Like, it really depends on the projects that I have and like how intensive those projects are. Cause recently I just wrapped up an editing project, and that ended up being like near a 4-minute video, but that was a client project where I like put in effort when it came to transitions. I put in a lot of effort when it came to even like piecing the sequences together, speed ramps, sound design.
You do a lot of speed ramps. I actually like them. They're sick.
Yo, I love speed ramps. I feel like speed ramps are like the single easiest way to make a regular video look like not regular. Yeah, with that project I was working like at least 8 hours a day, and like that was like I think 5 days straight. But then that wasn't like the only thing I was working on either. Like there was all this like planning that was in between, and like I was kind of like slaving away. It also depends on like if you're passionate about the project, you know.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the more passionate you are, the longer you can sit. Like on projects that I've been like passionate on, I can just like sit there for 12 hours,
That's
like no
true.
problem, don't even eat, and I forget about it.
I feel that.
Yeah. What about a project makes you fall in love with it though? Like what is there something specific about a project that makes you love it?
It's weird to describe, but it's like when I have to think creatively, it's like it doesn't matter specifically what the project is. It's just if I have to think creatively, then I'll be like passionate, right? I'll work on it for like forever.
Love that. So it sounds basically like if there's routine to it, if there's too much routine, you don't like it.
Yeah.
If there's a challenge where it like presents something unfamiliar to you, then you enjoy it. Yeah, no, I like that. I like that.
Because you actually have to use your brain instead of just go through the motions.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense actually.
Okay, so how do you decide like which projects to take versus what to pass on? Is it based off of what they tell you or maybe the client itself themselves or whatever?
Oh, this is a good question. Okay, so when it comes to choosing which projects to take and which projects to pass on, I feel like I'm very, again, I think I mentioned to you earlier, I'm very like in tune, or I try to be very in tune with like what I'm passionate about, because I invest a lot of myself in the work, and I feel like as artists, we're basically pouring a part of ourselves into our work. And so I feel like we have to be very like careful about where we spend this time and where we pour ourselves like into.
Yeah.
Because if we pour ourselves into the wrong place, then we might drain ourselves. So a big thing for me is making sure that like the clients that I'm working with, I want to make sure that I connect with them on a level deeper than like just a client and like service provider relationship. I want it to be like, I see where you're coming from, I can respect your mentality, I like what direction you're taking your business in or something like that. Yeah, like I'm very big on making sure that we connect on like multiple realms, and that way I can be like passionate about the work that I create for them as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say that also adds to the passion when you know their story and you like it.
Right.
It's like,
Right, and it makes your work for them better too. So like it's better on you, it's better on them, and like everybody's happy. In my beginning stages, I didn't even think about this. In the beginning stages, I took on everything because I didn't want to lose anything, and I wanted to learn as much as possible.
I'm still like that low key, but like I don't know. I feel like I'm slowly learning. Like maybe I should be more specific with who I work with. You know.
If you're still doing that, it's totally fine. Even if I'm still doing that, it's totally fine. Like as long as you know that like there's gonna be a point where you gotta be more selective and like. There has to be a process to kind of like qualify who you work with at some point. Otherwise, you're gonna start hating what you do, and you don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's facts. So, do you prefer if a client comes to you with a price or a budget, or if they ask you what your rates are? Because I get that a lot. I'm just like, "What's your rates?" I'm like, I don't know.
Something that I've noticed is that people like to ask what your rate is before actually explaining what they need from you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So for me, like, and for us, I think being service providers, it's important that we know exactly what it is for the clients so we can make sure we can help them, and for us to even see if we're the right person to help them.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like I like to get an idea of what they're looking for before I can actually like put a number to it. But even before I put a number to it, I want to ask them what their budget is, because if I come up with an idea of all I can do, but they don't have the budget for that idea that I have, then that's also like a block, right?
Yeah.
So when I ask for budget, like I know a lot of clients see people ask for budget as like, oh, like they want to see how much money they can milk from me. But from our perspective, it's like not how much money we can get. It's more so like how much are we able to do based on the budget that you have, so that we can both be happy about what we're creating.
Yeah. What are some general like philosophies or mindsets you have when you're like planning or creating a project?
I think about story, and I think about like the logical progression of like how things would naturally work out in real life. I feel like when you stay as close as possible to reality, people are able to relate to it more, and when somebody's able to relate to it more, it like speaks more deeply to like it sends a better message, I feel like.
Yeah. Is it harder to come up with a story if it's a corporate shoot, like a commercial? Like I remember you did a commercial for like a massage place or something, right?
Like massage therapy?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think that was massage therapy. So that one was different because there wasn't an actual like story to tell.
Yeah, exactly.
So here's the thing. So that's why when it comes to stuff like that, it's important to know like what the client's goals are. So I always try to make sure I figure out like what the client's goals are and find out what they want to convey to their audience, because if I know that, then that kind of guides where I take the video. And so the client told me that he wanted to bring in new clients, and he wanted the clients to get an idea of like what you get with the service. And I feel like with like massage therapy specifically, there are a lot of like misconceptions about when you need it and like what it's for. Some people think you only need it when you're injured, but you can also use it to like improve your quality of life, like even us if we're not injured, right? So certain things like that I wanted to convey. So I came up with a list of questions to kind of address certain things that he wanted to like convey to the audience. And then through the video, if you remember, I cut back and forth between like the speaking and the actual service. I wanted to use the service to actually show clients or potential clients like what a service would look like. All right, guys. Anyways, that was the little Q&A session. We are going to get some work done. And what's up, Jay?
Sorry, guys.
We'll see you guys in a bit. Yo, so we just got out of the lunchroom, and look who it is. Look at this guy. That came straight from work to visit. What's up, bro?
What up, man? Damn, I don't gotta cut nothing, bro.
Yeah, that's why you're here, right? This is Nathan. He's recently getting some modeling gigs.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't even tell me about that, bro. What's up with that?
It's been late, bro.
He got modeling gigs and didn't tell me. This guy's trying to glow up without us.
Hotel X, man. Go to Hotel X.
Oh,
If you're ever
okay.
in Toronto, go to Hotel X.
So we actually recently did a video for Hotel X, and I talked to the contact, and he told me that they're apparently playing our video inside the hotel. So we gotta go and check that out still.
Yeah, we definitely gotta go. I'm a reporter too.
Yeah.
I'm at Mama. I made it.
All right, and I am now home. That was a really, really good time. It was a really new experience for me. I'm sure it was for Ameya as well. And honestly, connecting with Ameya was really nice because, first of all, he's another filmmaker, so it's always nice to kind of exchange perspectives. It also gave me perspective on the fact that I know things that could provide value for people. I think a lot of us in this space, or a lot of us creators, a lot of people in general probably have imposter syndrome for wherever they're at. And I know for a fact that I definitely have this. So this definitely gave me confidence to know that I could provide value to other people with things that I know, because I don't like to see myself as somebody who knows more than anybody else. So this was definitely really helpful. But talking about imposter syndrome, I'm gonna have another video just solely based on that in the future, so definitely look forward to that. It was also nice reconnecting to certain friends like Marco, the owner of Hall of Fades, as well as my boy Nathan, who just ended up walking in out of nowhere. Anyways, if you guys like this type of video, if you guys like these Q&As, this is the first Q&A I've ever done, so I kind of had to go out of my comfort zone with that. But honestly, I'm really glad with the results, so I hope you guys are too. Hopefully you guys gain some value from that, and if you guys want to watch more, make sure to subscribe and like this video, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.